Hi, I just thought I'd do a little live this afternoon all about goal setting because I did some goal setting which was quite amazing recently, and I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it and also give you some steps, some really clear, easy, quick things to do to goal set yourself so you can get exactly what you want. So a month or so ago, I was down in Gloucestershire. I was doing a training, NLP training, with three amazing ladies who are now qualified practitioners. And part of the course, you need to be able to goal set so you can teach your clients to goal set. And as they were setting their own goals, I decided just to have a go myself, just for a little bit of fun. Wasn't anything too much that I could think of to write about. So I wrote about, in fact, let me read to you just a little bit of what I wrote. I wrote, it's February the 28th, 2020, and I'm riding a beautiful grey thoroughbred gelding. He is calm and friendly and easy to ride, and he is a good jumper. And I go on to talk about what I can see, what I can hear, and the way it is, how it feels to ride him. And I wrote about probably about a side of A5 on that. And I just wanted to tell you really that this goal has come true 2 months in advance, or it will be 2 months in advance of the date that I wrote. So I wrote down 28th of October. Looks like a lovely bay gelding is going to be coming my way end of December. And he is a very calm horse. He is extremely talented, a lovely show jumper and eventer. And it's quite amazing how these things work, because I've only been looking very, very casually for a horse. I hadn't really thought about it too much. So be careful what you wish for, because this stuff is powerful stuff. So how did it occur that he came my way? Well, obviously, when we do the NLP goal setting, one of the things that we do is that we install it into the unconscious mind, which is the part of the mind that gets the goal for you. So if you only ever think about a goal, then possibly it stays in the conscious mind, which is a great part of the mind for goal setting. Not so good or not so quick or quite as efficient as actually getting the goal for you. So once I'd set the goal, then the next thing that happened was that I was just having a quick conversation with somebody at the yard, and mentioned that I'd seen a really nice horse on the internet, a lovely mare. And she said that was kind of interesting, but I could see in her face she wasn't very interested. And she said, you know, I've got this horse that I'm thinking of selling or loaning. Why don't you come and ride him and see what you think? Now, I've always, for some reason, thought he was a grey horse. I'd never seen this other horse of hers. So when I got to the stables to ride him, there he was, the bay gelding. And there he was, calm, completely unflustered, unflappable, a lovely, lovely horse, very talented horse to ride. And he will be coming my way at the end of December. So I wanted to let you in on knowing how to set a goal so that you can almost order it, a little bit like ordering from Amazon, just like I did. And your mind picks up on these little associations, these little serendipitous occasions where you can just see the next stepping stone, and hey presto, your goal comes out of that. So the first thing to do is to get really, really clear on what you actually want rather than what you don't want. Lots of times that when we think about what we want, we list all the things we don't actually want. So if you think about my horse example, lots of people say they don't want a mare, they don't want a thoroughbred, they don't want a grey, they don't want this, they don't want that. But actually finding out what they do want is quite challenging, and that's what you've got to get really clear on. And the rest of it you can just leave. You can just ignore what you don't want because it's irrelevant and it confuses the mind and it muddies the waters, and it could stop you getting your goal or it could delay the goal. The next thing to do is to write down your goal in terms of when you think it would be realistic to achieve the goal. So you're writing a date. So I'd written the 28th of February, which is really specific, but it gives the mind just a bit of an idea. Is this a really big goal that needs lots and lots of time, or is it a shorter term goal? Do you want it now, or is it something you want for summer, or do you want next year? So it may not be that, you know, you get your delivery on the specific date, but it gives the mind a bit of an idea of how long it's going to take, how long the mind needs to spend getting you the goal. And once you've decided on your date, then you imagine yourself at that time point. So I was imagining myself 28th of February 2020, and I was saying it as though I'd already got the goal. So when I read it to you, I said, it's the 28th of February, I'm riding my beautiful bay gelding, he's calm, friendly, and so on. So I'm writing it in the present tense as though I've already got the goal. And that's a great way of communicating to the unconscious mind as well, that it's almost an inevitability. It's going to come somehow. And the how, you don't need to know. What you do need to know is the next step. So the very first step, and make it easy. Make it really easy, like sending an email, doing some research, or making a phone call. Something that you can do in 20 or 30 minutes, and you can give yourself a really good pat on the back for doing, a little celebration that you've started on your way. The mind loves a bit of praise. So get yourself going. Something really easy, might be quite trivial. Get yourself going, give yourself the pat on the back. And then have a think about the goal in terms of that date when you actually know that you've got it. The last step, when the last piece of the jigsaw fits into place and you know you've got the goal. What will you see? Have a think about the visuals. Have a think about the sounds and the feelings. Make it really, really sensory rich, that picture in your mind's eye. Make it so that you've got it as a beautiful picture, really attractive, but also really realistic. It feels really, really real. So what you're seeing, hearing, feeling, put all those things in. If smells and tastes are important as well, put those in. Make it really, you know, Technicolor, Dolby sound. Make it really, really compelling. And make sure in that picture, when you've done it, that you step out of the picture and you're watching yourself. Because the mind will go after pictures where you're watching yourself. It's another little trick to helping the mind know what it is that you want, what the outcome is. So once you know that the goal is for you, because you can't unfortunately wish things for other people, so the goal may involve other people, but it's for you. You know the outcome, and you've got this wonderful sensory rich picture. You know the evidence, so you know the first stepping stone, and you know what the evidence is when you've done that. And maybe you know then the second stepping stone, or you're waiting for a reply, or you know what you'll do in the event of that going well. Once you've got all of that, then you can start to put it into your unconscious mind. Now, I'm doing a webinar in January for Julia McHugh at Your Horse is Your Mirror, and we're going to do that last step. We're going to put it into the mind. Now, for now, having a goal with a lovely picture, having the evidence procedure, knowing the outcome, making sure that you are really clear on what you want is absolutely wonderful, and that will work. This is just the icing on the cake. But if you do want the icing on the cake, I'm going to put the link to Julia's webinar. I think it's the 14th of January. I'm going to put that link into the comments so that if you want to do, you can just turbocharge that goal setting a little bit and have it a little bit more powerful, a little bit more assured, and you feel, you know, a little bit more convinced by the whole process. So let me know what challenges you've had with your goal setting. Let me know the victories that you've had. Let me know your experiences of goal setting, and I will come back and talk to you again soon. Take care for now. Bye.